two things that were turning points for me. The first was when we had to do our sits. It was the first time where I was forced to sit down and be still and be silent and be present with self, uninterrupted. And I remember at first my mind was running everywhere. I was running through the checklist. I was going through my calendar. And then by the end, I had stopped and I was just present with self. And I had this immense sense of calmness over me. And so it became a part of my state of being. The second transformational thing I can remember, an activity where we basically had to learn patterns and actions that we have grown into. And sometimes we believe that those are negative things. But I recognize, like, for me, being vulnerable is very challenging. For me, sharing things personal is very challenging. But I also tell people, you share what you feel comfortable sharing. It is your story. No one has the right to your story but you. And you share what you want to share. And you listen when you want to listen. And when you're ready, it will naturally happen. Because as you build connection, you want to hear more about people. You want to learn more about them. You also want to share more about yourself. And that alone will transform you.
Folks that are gatekeepers, that are deciders, that are influencers are able to look through and say, how do we ensure the stories we're telling are the stories that we want? How do we ensure that the stories we sort of create and generate in our spaces actually leads to the vision that we're seeking? Any leader and every leader should be committed to their self-improvement because lives depend on it. They should be committed to their sort of continuous reflection about their practice because children's lives, they depend on that. And that is something that I take seriously, and it is level one and reason why I'm here. Yeah.
I think the limiting storyline that I was fixated on limited my ability to be successful in my role because I developed kind of a crisis of self-confidence, right? Overthought way too many leadership interactions and decisions, trying to question whether or not they fit into that storyline or whether I was continuing to struggle in this way.
Okay, so yesterday we were talking about what it means to be whole. And when I was sitting in that session, it instantly just felt like, well, to be whole is you're content, you're happy, you're fulfilled. Things are just all moving along, going positively, and there's not a lot of negativity or there's not a lot of like challenges or strife happening. And when I reflected more on that in the evening, I thought, but it's not all about that. So to me, being whole is just knowing that whatever the situation is, you have within you the strength and the power to navigate the situation, lean into your strengths or access those of others, so that the ultimate end is you're able to make any situation a positive, to have a positive impact on yourself or a ripple impact on others.